still the champ. I'm still the champ. I'm trying to make a repeat.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was
I'm gonna hit you up, man. Too.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And he returns this to the 22.
Brown on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got it open man, it's Ruggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Taylor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 22. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer. It from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. An attempt there will turn the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Rodgers will let this go deep for runs, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers got his connection, complete to runs. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 81 yards, and the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
he? I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That swung out to Mostert. Head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and goal, Drake. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Past the 20. Touchdown for L.A.
Complete.
Devin Duvernay. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Chargers 14, Raiders 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. Situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Rodgers trying to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things. Changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him. Sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And that is going to be incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
And that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Rodgers taking a deep shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mecole Hardman, 97 yards. And once again, the Raiders are
lining up.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
62 yards.
A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
6 yards.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Left side, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary Conley. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Eluding. Here as he's taken down. Chase Young gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open, have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. He did an okay job.
Hey, Golden. Chris is like doing online right now.
Through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess it.
He say he getting online right now.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This throw caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Operating from the gun. Herbert, that's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
They'll try to punch it in before that. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Raiders 19.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Raiders 19.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is going to be caught one-handed. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Entering Pierre Paul on the stop.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
To Mike Gesicki.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Now Taylor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 41. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Here's Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
1st down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll run it, taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
5-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. I see you nodding your head up and down.
Referee ain't calling nothing. Referee ain't calling nothing. Referee ain't calling a dang thing, man.
Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw. That is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. That's by Winfield Jr. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Rolling to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Raiders pick it up. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Raiders.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Now there is one touchdown. Here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time.
Yeah.
That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball.
That was some bullshit right there. It won't let me throw the ball.
Taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them.
I don't play tight defense on that nigga. Referee ain't calling it. The referee said they gonna let him play physical.
Next week as they head to Baltimore to take on
Hey, referee ain't calling it. Referee said they gonna play physical this game.
next week as they travel to Denver to take tuning in, everybody.
Referee said they gonna play physical.
Our entire crew
Referee said they gonna let them play physical.
NFL on EA Sports.
Referee said he don't even count no more. Let them play physical.